Hi, you guys. So today I'm doing a soul rebirth journey. This is for Shannon. And so I'm going to read what she had wrote to me, and then I'm going to go ahead and go into her spiritual atmosphere and do the energy work, and we're going to learn a lot about Shannon today. So she just wrote a little something here that she wants to explore what my soul needs to grow, let go of things that aren't serving me anymore, and heal in the areas I need to move in higher frequencies of love. So this is going to be fun. Okay. All right. I'm going to go ahead and relax. And Shannon, thank you so much for being open-minded to share this experience for others to learn and grow too. So I'm going to just relax, and then I'm going to get connected with your spiritual atmosphere, and then we're going to see where spirit takes us, okay? Just relaxing my spiritual atmosphere. So the first thing that I experience is there's a heavy door, and it's a wooden door. It looks like a door out of any house, a modern house. There's a golden handle, and it's a knob. So I'm just trying to turn the knob and open the door right now. It seems to be locked. There's such a density here. It's almost like, I don't know why I'm thinking this, but if you've ever had an iron deficiency, you just feel sluggish, you feel slow, you feel tired, weighed down. You don't have the energy to do basic stuff. So there's something that makes me feel like I'm kind of wiped out as I'm just simply trying to open this door. I'm losing my energy quick. I can't stand up. I have to sit down and take a break, and I need to breathe. I need to catch my breath. I feel like I need more. I need to catch my breath. That's what the energy experience is like. So I'm experiencing the exhaustion. I'm experiencing catching my breath. There's no feeling of defeat involved here. There's no feeling of frustration. There's no feeling of anger. I feel like I'm just out of energy. I'm wiped out, and I gotta wait for myself to rebuild the energy to stand up and try this again. I just simply don't have the strength. I cannot stand on my feet. I can't get the energy anymore, and I can't give this another try. I just can't do it. There's no feeling of failure here. There's no feeling of defeat. It's simply feeling like my body is not strong enough. I'm just too exhausted to do it. And it simply stops there. You are laying down now on what is like carpet here, and you're just laying down, and you really you feel so heavy, you gotta lay down. You're even too exhausted to sit up. And so you're laying down now. You just want to turn into a liquid and seep into the floor, seep into the carpet, and sort of vanish or disappear entirely. There are tears now streaming involved with this. It feels like you're not a quitter, so you're not somebody who would look at the scene and say, I'm defeated by it. You would say, I simply have to wait until the time is right where I'm energetically ready to explore this. But the time never becomes right, so you feel more and more taken over by the body, the physical exhaustion. And the physical exhaustion is now turning you into a puddle. And now the puddle, the feeling of not being able to connect or go beyond is what's creating the tears, not defeat. Defeat is not a part of this. not feeling like a failure, not feeling any of that stuff, but just simply knowing that you don't have the strength to do it yet, and now you're getting more exhausted, heavier and weighed down, and now you're turning into a puddle, and in the puddle you're actually crying tears. And you really want this to transition. You want to transition beyond this, because this isn't you. This actually isn't who you are. You're not a quitter. You persevere. You're a type of person who is you persevere through things. And so when you're not allowed to persevere, it creates sorrow. It creates sadness. And you actually have a patient side here, so you're just still patiently waiting. As you are still at the door, you're watching it as a puddle and seeped into the carpet here by the door. So you're looking up at the door and you're looking at the golden handle. You take a deep breath, actually. That was surprising. And you're suddenly getting a boost of inner strength, and you're suddenly starting to collect yourself into a mold or a form that has inner strength and power. You're standing on your own 2 feet. You're still a water body, but you're actually standing on your own 2 feet, and you're going to do it this time. You're actually going to do it this time. So you are going to go beyond this point. No more getting worse and worse and worse. Now we're a puddle and we're still looking at the goal, and we can't reach the goal. Well, now we're finding ourselves again. We're re-solidifying, and now we're going to approach this goal with inner power, which is strength as well. This one is not about the physical strength. This one is about the inner power strength that gives us that extra oomph to go, hurtling beyond. So your inner power strength is building within you, and you're ready to tackle this, and the door cannot say no to you. The door cannot say no by saying, oh, I'm locked. You can't enter into me. Oh, I'm sorry, the handle is broken. You're not going beyond this point. The door doesn't get an option. The door is open, and you're going through it. So that's your persevering nature is coming to the surface. You're not a quitter, you're a perseverer. And you're finding the empowerment to start taking charge and moving forward with your life. And that is really cool. So let's see here. It does come with a little bit of exhaustion. And you're a bit hesitant. I'm surprised. I expected you to just instantly grab the knob, open the door, but you're ready, but you're hesitating for some reason. And I tell you, it's okay. That's your divine timing speaking here. Your divine timing is saying there's a little bit of something else fluttering around that I want you to release before I actually move beyond this doorway. So what's that little fluttery thing? So that way we can release it, and now divine timing is transitioning into the now moment, right? Because the divine timing is like, well, it feels like I'm meant to go forward, but the divine timing is saying, wait, before you do that, there's a little fluttery. So divine timing is saying, clear out the fluttery now, and then the doorway is ready for you, kind of thing. So it's a moth of some. It's an unusual moth. It looks kind of like a wasp in a way. It has a stinger on the end of it, but it looks like a moth, but it echoes also being a wasp. We are delicately taking it with tweezers. It's not flying away, but it's like we are going into your spiritual atmosphere, you and me, and there's a version of you lying down on the ground still, and we're taking tweezers very carefully, and we're going to lift this guy out of your spiritual atmosphere very carefully. So we're doing that right now. A little bit of weirdness going on, kind of located in your emotional gut region. So I just kind of move my body a little bit because we're just releasing that out. of there. So that feels better. What is this thing? What is this all about? It's there's sadness involved with it. So I'm just allowing the sadness to come out. It has to do with dreams of the way life could be or can be as a child. And discovering that life could be different than that, on a sad level. Where you're a kid, you think about being a princess, or live in a castle, or maybe like things are easier when you're a kid and you daydream. It seems natural, like you could be anything. But as you go through life, the world seems to challenge you to believe in yourself, and you transform as you get older. You become the challenge, and then you have to overcome yourself in order to grow beyond it. So there's a little bit of sadness with this. And it reminds me of like childhood dreams of what the way life can be, but feeling kind of let down or hurt by the way life is. So us releasing this little doodad here is actually releasing that programming from your emotional gut as well, which is going to make you feel better. But you tell me that that's not the only one, or that's not just it. I need you to look at some more places, Abby. So this is the you that's on the ground, while you and me are also side by side, like playing Operation. The Operation game on you, like, careful, don't touch the sides. That's kind of what it's like. Kind of funny. Wow, there's elements of emotional sadness that are ready to just pour out. I'm telling you, like it's actually bubbling up. There's like a black tarish, oily, like oil-looking goop that is coming up to the surface of the version you're laying down. We're excited. And we just like, welcome, welcome, welcome. Come on out, come on out. You're welcome to come out now. You can come out. So this is like energy goo that's no longer serving your purpose. You just welcome it to come bubble up to the surface. It's okay to pour it on out. You're ready for a total salon makeover on the energy level. Like you're like I'm ready for the 8-hour spa day of total reconditioning and rehabilitation, revitalization of my essence. So we're like, you got it. All you have to do is ask. When you ask, now you can receive. So it's funny because a part of your consciousness is participating in healing yourself right alongside me, which says a lot about you too. So you got some really cool natures to you. So you're looking at yourself and you are actually taking the shoes off of you and you are giving your feet a massage. There's a thorn here in your foot. We're just allowing it to be as it is, and we're just looking at it. This one stinks because it's like you stepped into something that left an ouch, and every time you take a step you're reminded of it. So every step of your life this ouch has been with you, and so that's why it's like a thorn in your foot. And so every time you take a step in life, it's like a memory, it's like an echoing reminder, and it hurts. It's interesting because oftentimes I find these are like show themselves as like paper cuts or something on your finger, and every time you use this finger, even to turn a page, it's going to remind you, it's going to remind you, it's going to hurt. So something in your life path is like a constant reminder, a painful reminder to you. So there's something about your life path that is a constant painful reminder, but yours is located on your foot. It's funny because it's like, well, where is it located? Well, it's located here on there's your toes, and then there's the arch, and then there's that like pad there. So it's like located in that pad there, but then it's also located in the arch, and it's like, well, it's just a thorn in the foot, so it doesn't really matter. It just feels like it's related to this meaning here. But it's funny because it only wants to say I'm in the pad and I'm in the arch. But if we try to pull it out, it's like it becomes invisible to our grasp, so we can't just pull it out. We got to continue to watch it and allow it to be as it is, because this is a lifelong hurt. It's not something that just happened yesterday. This is a lifelong hurt, so it's going to take a little bit more time to allow it to be at peace with itself and its purpose, and then to let it go naturally, okay? You deserve the time. You simply do. Your body, your mind, your spirit, it deserves the time and the attention. It does. You've earned it. The version of you laying down, you actually say, I'm ready now to remove the thorns in my foot. And they show themselves, one in the arch, one in the pad. I look at you, I don't know why, but you're like my sister in this, and you take the one in the arch, and I take the one in the pad. And we just pull it out. You start to cry because it releases a lot of emotional, like, clench, and that it doesn't have to be there anymore. It doesn't have to clench anymore. It doesn't have to be a painful reminder anymore. So letting go of that releases emotion too, which is really like healing emotion. It's beautiful. We're really proud of ourselves. We give each other a high five. Good job, sister. Yeah, good job. We're taking care of you. And you are also taking care of you. We looking at your kneecaps, your bones. You take one side, I take the other, and we just simply lower our fingers slowly, and then touch just the bone in your calf. It just, but the light transfers from that bone downward and upward. It just expands across all the bones in your body. So we're just each taking a finger and then touching the bone. And now allowing light to travel into the bone structure. Allowing your bones to really radiate light. All your bones, not just the spine, but all your bones. Not just this calf bone, all of them. Believe it or not, this is creating a little bit of a dizzying sensation for the head because this is manifesting a grounding essence. We're looking at legs and feet and such, and this is helping you to feel grounded as well, while your bones are also receiving like a lot of love and revitalization, just positive love energy. This has nothing to do with you having bone issues. This is just simply us revitalizing you in a way that's going to create amazing body harmony. Continue to let the light flow into the bones, into the feet. God, do your feet love the energy? Like, let's just, I don't know, there's a massage you need going on here. So energetically, you're sitting on one side, I'm on the other, so we're just gonna massage your feet. There's no thorns in these feet, and we're like really getting in there, and it's like feng shui for your house. We're like feng shuiing your body right now. So we're like rubbing your feet. It feels really good. So we're just, I don't know why, but we're hitting certain points, and your head is ooh, getting all tingly and fresh feeling and awesome. So we're just giving you the pampering right now. And your feet are just they're stretching, the toes are just ooh, woo, that feels good. I like this. It's tingling everywhere. Your feet are freaking out with happiness, and your head is just buzzing like crazy. And there's little bing, bing, bing. Oh, I feel that tingling in my head. Woo. It starts to give you a little shiver in your spine that feels so good. And we're actually going to massage your ankles and your calf muscles, and then we're kind of putting positive energy around the knees, and then we're massaging your legs. You need this. My God, you really need some real body pampering. Golly. So we're just massaging you up. This is so wonderful because you matter. And this is helping you feel special. This is helping you feel nurtured and loved today. And you need to receive that. You actually need to receive that. And it's just so lovely. You're welcoming in the gift of being nurtured. And realizing that you matter is allowing that nourishment to take place. We're still massaging your legs, and the knees are receiving lots of positive energy flows. We're really enhancing the blood flows in your legs, really focusing on this. It's again sending really massive, gorgeous energy signals into the head. That head just feels like it's getting a shower right now. That it's really blood pumping. Head just feels like it's pulsating with love and vibration and harmony. And it feels really, really good. Like it was starving or really thirsty for this massage pampering experience. You're really focusing on the leg muscles and even the upper leg muscles, and we're just really massaging them a lot. And it's making your butt and your lower back feel really good as well. It just really feels great. You totally needed this. I don't experience you being rickety or clickety clacky, but I just experience that your muscles and your bone structure are just thirsty and ready to drink up pampering, some loving nourishment on a pampering level. But also, it's time for you to feel like number one. I mean, there's something about it's time to make you feel special. You feel like number one. It's time for you. Look at you and your persevering ways. And you never complained and you never were hard on yourself about this door with the knob. You just allowed yourself, you just felt heavier and heavier and heavier, but you were being patiently waiting for the time when. And then in pursuing that time, we're discovering things about you. We're letting these things go, so now we can actually go beyond this point. And which is totally new things for you. Totally new things. Because it's sort of it's like your whole lifespan thus far has been this getting to this door experience. And it's been sort of you've been lingering by this door of change for a while now. Then you just haven't had the strength to push beyond it. You just simply haven't. So you've been having to wait for that strength to revitalize you so you can actually move forward. And the Spirit's saying you've got the empowerment, you've got the skills, you're ready to move forward, but we need to nourish you a little bit. So when you move forward, you're going to feel radiant, okay? So this is such a great message. It's so positive Because it's like the life lesson. It feels like these life lessons. You're transitioning into a new path, a new walk of life. We don't know what is beyond this door, but the fact that this door is here, and I'm seeing here your life journey with this relationship with this door, and like the exhaustion, and you still can't get through it. Well, you're right there. Like, I mean, you've never been so close as you are right now. And all it needs is nourishment, and then we'll see what's beyond this. You're going places. It's really just you really want us to massage your legs, and because I was looking at, well, I can massage your back too, but it says just to stop here. So let's see what else you're wanting. You're starting to drift into feeling a heaviness and a sleepiness. You have tears in your eyes, but I don't experience your emotions other than the heaviness and the sleepiness. You kind of have a distant gaze. You are looking at a picture. There's a picture frame that you pick off up from a like a you picking up a picture frame, and then you're looking at it. It's almost like the scene is not you lying on the floor or the carpet, but lying in a bed and looking at a picture in a picture frame. You are really looking into this picture. What is this picture about? I don't know what it looks like. I just see your face, and it has to do with what love actually is all about, and you learning deep lessons about what love truly is. And it creates sorrow at times, like it speaks to your heart. And you explore it in this way that is actually really strong. Like you have a beautiful, strong will about you. And you just have a very beautiful, strong will about you. Because even in the sadness, you know that you can overcome and you can conquer. But that doesn't mean you don't feel it. And it doesn't radiate in your heart what is this deep, complex exploration about love that is on the sadder side. You tell me I want to leave a part of me behind. You set the picture frame back down, and I see you stand up, and there's an energetic version of you still lying on the bed, sort of gazing at the ceiling. You look kind of like a teenage girl. There's sadness involved with this. It's not hurting me at all. I'm just releasing it from your spiritual atmosphere. And I feel it. I feel it in my gut. I have to go along with the storyline. It emanates like an 80s vibe, and she's wearing kind of it's a shirt, and it's a long shirt, which makes it a dress, but she has like combat boots on, but they're not like totally a military appeal to them. There's just something about they're black. They go up to like mid calf. There's just something about the way her hair is and the way that she's dressed. She's got a little purse bag that she throws over her shoulder. It just, I don't know what it emanates like an 80s vibe, and she's leaving. She's walking out. Is she running away from home? She feels like an adult, even though she looks like a teenager. And she says, I'm going to leave a part of me behind. And I see your reflection, just like a ghostly reflection on the bed. I'm still reaching for that picture and then putting it back. And deeply exploring a complex learning about love. and you're ready to move on from all this, and you're kind of coming out of a basement. It's like a finished basement with a bedroom or something. You're coming out of a basement, which could also be the way that you feel low, and you're just going out the front door, and you're not even saying goodbye to anybody. You just want to live your life. You want to live your life for you, the way you want to live it and experience it. And you have power in the way that you walk. You have strength, you have courage, you have confidence. You have a style about you. I don't know why I keep getting this 80s movie vibe, and like a girl that is a different or set apart from the all the other kids at school, because she has an edge about her. And in the 80s, it's kind of cool to have an edge, like really cool. And she owns her life. She's like her own mom and dad, and she's ready to be her own parent, to make her own choices. It's got a strong, there's a strong emanating energy that comes from her character and her movement. Obviously, I'm not a fan of leaving things behind, but I have to allow this story to continue to unfold so we can learn more, okay? She gets in her car. It's like a escort, a Ford Escort. And she tosses her little, like, mini purse book bag on the seat in front of her. She teases her bangs, and she's taking a deep breath, and she looks at the house, and she shakes her head, and she's got a stick shift, so she's starting the car and driving away now. She's like good riddance. There's a good riddance feeling that she has within herself, and she doesn't want to look back. She just wants to continue going forward, moving forward. She's got big hoop earrings. I keep hearing the word classy or style. She does it differently. Strike a pose, Vogue. Setting yourself apart from all the rest is who you are. That's actually your walk or your pathway. That's your style. To set yourself apart from all the rest. Your Vogue is that. Strike a pose is that. You set yourself apart from all the rest. And you persevere. Like I always feel that vibe with you, that you are a deep complex experiencer. And while we can all, even persevering people, can also feel the burden and the challenge, right? But they don't give up or they don't quit. They keep they explore patience. They explore themselves more. They explore the reasons why. They're observers. They're ready for the next thing, and in the process, they're having to let go of more stuff. But they keep moving forward in their presence and nature. She doesn't get far, maybe a mile down the road. Something doesn't feel right in her gut. She's been crying. Her whole hairstyle has changed. Before it was kind of flatter, but kind of hairsprayed, and then wispy, poofier bangs, but like not very thick. But now she's got a perm and really intense, rich makeup on her eyes and cheeks. And she's wearing a little bit of a different outfit, and her mascara is now running down her cheeks. She's got a purse with lipstick and a compact, and she's just trying to get her lipstick on right. She really doesn't want to go back the way that she came, so she's getting out of the car, and she's going to make a new statement. She's wearing a jeans skirt. She's wearing these shoes. I don't know how to describe them, but they're attractive. on her feet. They lift her up a little bit, but they close around the foot. And they got kind of a boot essence to them, but they aren't boots. And they kind of close at the ankle. And they have a zipper in the front. Anyway, she's walking into what is like a motorcycle bar. And she's cool. She's really a cool person. She's really hip. I expect to see her pulling out a cigarette and lighting it, but I don't see her do that. But she's going to go in here and she's just going to be herself. And herself is tough, and she wants to prove how tough she is by expressing herself as more of a tough woman, like a richer, more intense, smokier eyes, like really more intense girl. She feels like she's aged a little bit, and now she's going into a tough, like motorcycle bar on the side of in the desert, in the side of some like desert highway. She's going in, and she's not afraid. In fact, she wants to be noticed. She wants to be seen. She wants to be admired. The reality is, this girl does not even know herself. As empowered and strong and doing it on her own way she's finding herself in the wrong places. And I'm seeing now there's sort of an intimate scene with the motorcycle man, and they're having an experience. It seems like this bar has also got rooms in it. She just feels like she's going to turn into a dancer, and she's going to strut herself in this way because she likes to be admired. She likes to be observed. She likes to be seen. She likes to be exposed. And she's not afraid of her body or her mind or her choices or herself. But the question is, what hurts you so much inside that you have to keep running, that you have to keep going, that you have to keep persevering? And now we're persevering into what is not the right domino effect. And some people would say that I like this lifestyle. I feel like this lifestyle suits me. But beneath the surface of it, there's something about sacredness and purity that is going unnoticed here, that's going unfelt and unseen about the value of love on this complex learning level. Because I'm telling you, she is not vibing as a sexual dancer on the pole. She is not vibing sacredness or purity. She's not radiating that. She does radiate confidence and intimate sexuality. She does radiate that she's confident of her body in these aspects. But she is not love herself. Like, she doesn't know how to love herself deeply. As in, sacredly, to see herself as a goddess figure. She doesn't need this type of attention. She just simply doesn't. But she feels this attention defines her as sexy and an elite and above all the rest. But it's actually illusion. It's an illusion. It's lying to her in a way. She's just choosing to run again. She's leaving this, what becomes a lifestyle. She's older now, she's smoking now, and she's hopping in a different vehicle, but it's something she owns, and she's driving out of a gravel sort of parking lot, and she's just going back and hitting the road. She's hitting the road. And she's never going to look back. She actually has a gun now that she carries in her purse, and she throws the gun out the window. She's really tough. She's really hardcore. She's really hard knocks. She's got a lot more creases in her face, and she doesn't emanate that youthfulness. She emanates a hard life. She's late 30s, early 40s. She's well traveled. She's learned a thing or two. But she still holds a lot of anger inside herself. Boy, does she ever. It's all in her gut, and it's huge. It's a lot of huge anger that she's not been dealing with. She's been running away from it and not actually dealing with it. I'm just allowing it to come up, bubble up to the surface, okay? So I'm just allowing that to come up to the surface more so it can get released. But we're working on it. It's coming up here. It's okay. We're getting there. Things are getting lighter. Things are getting easier to breathe. We're getting oxygen down into the gut, really deep into the gut. And then we're exhaling from the gut now. We're breathing all the way deeply into the gut, and then we're exhaling. She doesn't want to look at herself and her life and her choices and realize that this whole time she was running away from herself and some deeper hurts that were unresolved. And they remain unresolved until she goes back to herself, where she left herself all that long time ago. It feels like a broken home, and when she goes into the basement, there's a creepy sensation of time has passed and time has been forgotten or lost in time. Like there's a haunted element to the house. It feels empty except for this ghostly essence of herself that she left behind. She takes the picture in the picture frame, and it's still sitting there. There's dust on it. She's so much older now, and with a new perspective, looking back on her old life. She starts to cry. She said, "Why did I ever leave? Why did I ever leave you?" She lays down on the bed where her other version of herself was left. They start to merge as one as she looks at the picture in the picture frame, and she cries. She thinks about throwing it against the wall, but she doesn't. She's gonna choose a new pathway. She starts to smile, and she says something along the lines of, "I still love you." And she says this to herself. "I still love you for everything you have done, everything you have seen, everything you have chosen to have as your experience in your life. I love you. And I'm ready now to see what love can look like differently." I start to see the house reforming itself and coming to life. It doesn't feel haunted or like a broken home. It feels like a healthy home. I see her back as being like a teenage girl again, and she's ready to let go of this pain. And she, in fact, just doesn't really need the picture anymore. And so it feels like it's kind of evaporating from her view, and she just wants to go have fun and live her life as a kid. And she doesn't need to be a tough punk kid or tough, something about being tough. And she doesn't need that. She needs to actually choose to be softer and feminine and loving of self and others in a way that is a nurturing experience. Letting go of something in the heart. So it's just letting go right now, as we're just allowing this story to be the healing medicine that you need. As it's a big one, so I gotta let it out. Then we gotta stretch the process. We're letting it out. We're letting it out of the heart and the gut. Okay, We're letting it out of the mind too. We don't need that anymore. Spine's starting to feel a lot more balanced and illuminated. Now I'm starting to acclimate to bones being full of light. Starting to acclimate to having really healthy, awesome muscles. I'm feeling my legs, feeling my feet, and I'm starting to kind of move my hips and my body, and it's like, yeah, I don't feel half bad. I feel okay. Bam, we're starting to wake up. Here you are back on the carpet. Like, whoa, where was I? I was dreaming or something. Something weird just happened. And so you're sitting up, you're like, oh, that was great. Oh, that felt wonderful. Wow, I needed that. Boy, I feel great. I feel good. Me and you, these two helpers, we're like sisters. We look at this version of you who is sitting up and we ask you if you're ready. Are you ready to try this again with the door? Take a deep breath. Then you look at both of us and you actually hug us. So now you're taking on what is like a mother hugging two daughters, is what it's like. Because we look like little kids now. Like we kind of always did look like little kids playing Operation Game with on your body or something. And you just hug us for a long time and you say thank you for all you've done. And you kiss both of us on the forehead. And we tell you we love you so much. We're like daughters to you and we say we love you so much, Mom. You stand up in some heels. You look radiant. You're wearing like a professional ladies' business attire with like a skirt that goes to your knees. You look smart. You're smartly dressed for like a corporate office setting, and you look sensational. You actually have like a model-esque appearance, but you have really short hair and it's slicked, and you have a gorgeous face and really big black glasses, and you look smartly dressed, but you're just stunning to look at. It just like you pull this off, like you just totally pull this off. How do you do it? You look smart, gorgeous with short hair in this business attire. You're just like so stunning. You're just so stunning. You actually see this door as really just a closet. You have like a pen that you sort of like have like in your mouth a little bit, thinking as you're looking at the door, and you're just like measuring it with your eyes and seeing we're gonna do a remodel kind of feel, and you're taking some notes. That's kind of like the business is, we're just gonna remodel this. You open the door as though it was nothing, and then it was just like a closet, like a really boring closet. And you shut it and you take some more notes, and it's sort of like you're a realtor selling a house. You're walking around the house and sort of observing it. And you tell me that you were wrong all along. You thought this was the doorway, or this was the pathway forward, but it was never that way. It was actually right here. And she shows me the front door, which has a handle, and you push it down and then it opens up, and we're outside now. And you say, I'm ready to let go. And you take off the high heels and you toss them. Your hair you let down your hair, which starts to just grow out magically and like blow in the wind. And you just look radiant again. And you just like, you emanate radiance and really attractive, like model-esque attractive radiance. You look really put together and radiant. You're stunning, and people will notice you, kind of thing. Like, you can't stop noticing you, and you're just eye-catching. Like, you can't stop seeing you, and you're so radiant. Your actually hair is going from a dark brown color to blonde, and it's got some curl, like it's been in rollers. There's an older, like maybe like a 40s vibe or something. I don't know. The way you're dressed is like a girl in school with a little like skirt and poodle skirt, I think, and then like those types of shoes and socks is kind of the way you're dressed. Again, you look really radiant. You're really beautiful to look at. You're carrying books and you have flat shoes and you're just walking towards the sidewalk. It's very peaceful out here. We're just getting rid of the weight, so I encourage you to let go of the books. Like let's go run. Like I just feel like you need to let go of the weight and get those tennis shoes on. Let's go run. So I just snap my fingers and I change your attire to what would be just running clothes. And we just start jogging together. Like I like you just start running. Feels great. It feels like you're breathing air. Your feet are feeling the flow of the blood, which is going into your brain, and your heart is dispersing all over you, and it feels great. And you are just running. And you feel in the rhythm, and your body is just like, I don't know what it is, but back and forth, because I'm jogging here, and then we're just letting stuff out. Like every step you take is actually healing you. So it's like before, every step you take was a reminder of the pain, and now every step you take is actually helping to let go and to heal and nourish you in a way that's just so freaking natural. And you're running and running and running, and it's starting to remind me of the original house that you were running from, and you are actually. But you're running just with peace of mind and harmony and joy, not running from yourself, not running from past hurts, not running from anything having to do with that whole storyline, which is really all about fear. We think of fear as like ooga booga scary, but we can be so ridiculously afraid of ourselves and the memories of our lives, and not wanting to admit certain behaviors. We might feel embarrassed or shameful or whatever it is, but it's okay to face it and to see it for what it is, and just to love yourself for who you are, because you are radiant and you're beautiful, and you just need to just keep going. Everything, I feel like the house and all the scenes and everything we have experienced up until this time is just dissolving, and all it is the open road, which is like it's a Forrest Gump moment, and he's just like he's been running for a year now, and he's finding himself through running, and he's inspiring other people to find themselves through running, and he's got this following, and he's just having these like extraordinary self-discoveries. And you too, it's like when you're running here, you're having amazing experiences going on in your head, and you're visualizing and you're daydreaming and you're pretending, and you're thinking about what your future might look like, and you're actually manifesting really positive, manifesting tactic, and attracting really positive energy into your life. And you just keep running and running and running and running and running, and you don't stop. You just keep going. And just when you think that you've run far enough, you just keep running. It's like a Forrest Gump moment. So you're still running right now. You tell me, Abby, I feel free like a bird. I feel free like a bird, and I don't even mind being human without wings. Like, I'm okay to just run. Because when I'm running, I feel free like a bird. You just tell me that. You feel free like a bird. You show me that you feel so free. You start doing gymnastics, like round off to like a back handspring and a somersault in the air or whatever. Like, it's really fun. You just starting to become more vibrant and more agile and more free. It's just amazing. Breathability in here is just awesome. Everything is becoming really quiet. I'm just going to relax for a moment. It feels actually like it's sizzling down, like it's relaxing more. So I'm just gonna go ahead and I'm gonna move my way towards like out the outer surface here, and I'm just gonna take a peek at how things are looking. Funny enough, your spiritual atmosphere is usually like a round orb, is actually in the shape of a heart. So your spiritual atmosphere is in the shape of a heart. And the heart is beating, and the heart is alive, and the heart is breathing, and the heart is full of vitality and self love and joy. And your whole body is just emanating this. The bones and structure is really loving this. Like it feels like it's getting juiced up. And the muscles are really enjoying this. They're just getting filled up with blood and motivation and movement and joy. Your head, your brain, you're just saturating yourself in moisture, blood moisture, and it's just really like it's oiling everything up because it's making everything like lubricant and movable and flexible, and it's go go go, and it's just allowing that breathability, that oxygen to get everywhere. And this is really busting and bursting the way that you feel about yourself and your world. We are beyond doors. We have nothing but freedom. You're in a space of nothing but freedom. And you can go wherever you want to go. And don't try to figure out where that place is. Don't find a map and say, I'm going to go right here, per se. Just allow your running to take you there. Just like Forrest Gump, he didn't know where he was going either. He just kept running. And one day he realized he'd ran all he needed to run, and so he just started walking back home. And so it's something weird like that. You just let the run take you places. Just like it took Forrest Gump. I don't know why, but you should watch that movie. I don't know why. I feel like Forrest Gump would be a great movie for you to watch to see a version of yourself as the perseverer and somebody who never gives up, and look at how far Forrest Gump goes. Look at how far you go. With your persevering nature and your heart full of love, wow. You're going places. Your soul is really touched by the message, and your soul is really full of gratitude. Your soul is really proud of itself for reaching a place where it is opening, it's like loud and clear, welcoming the love in and radiating the love, emanating the love. And that it's reached this place where it can finally fully heal, let go, move on, and just keep going. In a place, though, in a transition that is absolutely devoted to love and joy. I'm relaxing your body now. Just relaxing your shoulders, relaxing your neck and your head, relaxing your arms, your hands, relaxing everything, the torso, the legs, feet. Relaxing. Another dense bubble just sort of gently moves beyond you. We feel light as air. We feel so light as air. We feel like life is going to be okay. Feel like life is going to be beautiful. There's transitioning into what is like the simplicity of a childlike life, and kind of an olden day feel where kids could actually enjoy laying down in the grass and watching the clouds. And it feels like this relaxation is allowing you to just be innocent, your inner child, and enjoy just watching the clouds, and it feels so peaceful. It's lovely. That's all I can share. That's all there is left, Shannon. That was so beautiful. Just a little out of it here. I'm just going to go ahead and go back into my spiritual atmosphere. So I'm just disconnecting from your spiritual atmosphere. Oof. Returning to my spiritual atmosphere. Feeling more connected to my body now. Just allowing myself to disconnect fully from your spiritual atmosphere. Allowing you to return to yourself fully. I return to myself. Alright. Okay, Shannon. That's all I have to share for this session. I super loved it. Thank you so much for exploring this work with me and for your willingness to share this with others. And for those of you watching, if you're interested in connecting with me for a session, please visit me at my website at abbeynormalswisdomquest.com. I hope you all have a really great day.